start laying things out. Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to Dynascape's Intermediate Cup. We are back from that hour-long break from one hell of a match that was banned from 4-digit Mania World Cup, and Dynascape loves French people. Dynascape loves French people came out victorious, 6-2, and we'll be moving on to the winners' grand finals if you were not here for us last time. For now, though, we are focusing on the losers bracket, and we have Ryan and the Wongs versus Proxy Gang. A very close match in seeding. This is a one seed apart match where Ryan and the Wongs being seed 4, Proxy Gang being seed 5. Winner of this match will be moving on to their conditional match, which will be either against Cat Yum, Dog Yum, Rabbit Yum, or Team Lest. But for now, we have our eyes on this match. Of course, my name is Era Sunny. Joining me this time, none other than the frontman of AC/DC, Epic Man 2. How's it going?
Oh yeah, life is going good. I got caught in the middle of a railroad track.
I would reckon there was no turning back.
There
is no turning back after this match.
Yeah, there really isn't. We are now going into the finals. This is where the tournament is going to get way more clutchier than it did like earlier in the tournament itself. So
yes,
yeah,
for sure. As the stakes get higher as we progress further on throughout this tournament. And with Proxy Gang being a 2-person team, while Ryan and the Wongs are a full 3-person team, so we're only going to be seeing PFC Pro and Bexy for the sides of Proxy Gang, while Ryan and the Wongs will have Ryan Wong, Molten Lead, and to round out their third player, I believe, is a Panda Chi. For bracket-wise, I feel like they've had a bit of a breeze run in the losers bracket. Proxy Gang dropping into the losers bracket in the round of 16, losing to Timor Leste, while Ryan and the Logs made it all the way to semifinals and got knocked out by our seed 1 banned from 40M. And Proxy Gang has had a pretty big cruise all the way to the losers finals. They won by default against Dick Enjoyers, won 5-1 against Super Funny Kind Team, won by default again against Los Poleles, beat Ballers 6-3, and now are here to verse Ryan and the Longs. And oh boy, we got a nice warm up. Oh no!
Oh no! What is this? Chat goes
man.
running the wall.
The full experience, guys. It's the full experience, fully extended as well.
Yep, it is. This is truly the DIC experience that y'all have been waiting for.
This is Dynascape's Intermediate Cup at its peak performance.
Yes.
Yeah, as we wait for everybody to ready up and hopefully just finish up with this warm-up really quick, we can sit back and just kind of just talk about these two teams, because I know for sure this is not going to be just an easy one-sided match. We kind of already talked about how close the seedings are, but oh man, like when I say that, like they actually did pretty well on if we're going all the way back from qualifiers. Ryan and the Wongs doing pretty well on the right side of things. Same with PROXY Gang. So it's basically kind of evened out. They both did really well on everything. The only thing I can really see PROXY Gang messing up on is some of the LN, but even then, they're really close in pretty much everything. So it's just which team will have the better overall is going to be the one that comes out victorious. So maybe we're going to see lots of breakpoints, lots of maybe even some upsets during this match, and I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, for sure. There was like multiple instances of both teams being relatively close to each other in terms of scoring on any map. As we've said, PROXY Gang seems to struggle a bit more with the LN sort of side of things, especially since it's like a two-man band or so. However, I can picture the rice field of this tournament's pool, like currently being like a bit of a bloodshed between the two, considering that like both teams are relatively good in rice maps as well. Although it's going to like get a lot difficult from here on, especially as we can see here, as it's like rather technical in itself. So like a lot of chokeable patterns, Ryan Wong taking a lot of shots like over these patterns.
This could also just be a case of which team has the better physicality as well. Because at this point, as we're this far into the tournament, like this is the second to last round, we are in the finals. Things haven't stepped up a lot. So it could also just come down to just who has the better physicality overall. And like I said, this is a team effort, so it's not like it's like not gonna be like where one player is doing extraordinarily well and then the other player is not being able to at least be at their peak. It's like these players need to like basically be neck and neck when it comes to their teammate, or else that will be pretty disastrous, or pretty filled with disasters, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. And this next warm-up seems to be mapped by Ryan Wong themselves, surprisingly.
Yeah,
I believe we have seen that like in various like other matches as well, like previously. Or this time it's a song by Onomi, so I feel like this is potentially some sort of like based.
This is obvious. Regret Part 2, a very well-known song from Onumi's discography. That, and I think Spider Tank is also. But when you think of Onumi, you just think of like stuff like this, very technical, very awkward. But yeah, this is just the warm up, just kind of get the fingers warmed up. And you can also kind of take notes off this. You can see PFC Pro and Pandachi are going to be those players to be in the lobby for those denser rice picks. And we're seeing PFC Pro having the better accuracy over Pandachi, which makes me think that if Bexy can keep up with their accuracy with PFC Pro, they have lots of potential when it comes to some of the rice picks. Same with Ryan Wong with Pandachi. And this is I would reckon probably around maybe finals plus level, just seeing that beginning. So this is kind of giving you a good example of what this match will be like.
Yeah. We're like into the last quarter of the map, and it seems there is like a lot of rather abrasive patternings despite the star rating of this map. Especially, yeah.
That was
PROXY Gang taking a bit of a lead on this one. So it sort of shows that they are, like, relatively technical, especially with, like, these picks. PFC Pro, like, essentially carrying PROXY Gang as a whole, while Bexy fell a bit behind. However, it doesn't mean much, considering that this is just the warm-up, so... Yeah, notes can be taken, but with that out of the way, we are going to be going onto the rolls soon, now that both warm-ups are practically done now.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, Ryan and the Wongs is a three-man team, while PROXY Gang it's only Bexy and PFC Pro. So Ryan and the Wongs would have that advantage when it comes to variety, but Bexy and PFC Pro do make a really good duo for PROXY Gang, especially getting a 5th seed just from 2 players. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the only 2-player team that remains in this tournament. I know that I'm pretty sure Team or Lest has, if I'm correct, Siger, Rhythm Boy, Prongle, and Drew the Master. And Team or Less has Jugemu, Rhythm Boy, and Chris E. Or Chris?
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know how to pronounce that sadly, but yeah, this is the only two-man team remaining. And seeing how they're making it this far, it's insane.
Yeah. I believe the rolls were just finished, and I believe that PROXY Gang only won the rolls by like just 2 points.
Yeah,
only 2 points.
It was an
no.
83 to 85. That was extremely close. Oh man, kind of already getting a kind of a heads up on what we're getting into here, and we're gonna see a Rice 6 protect from PROXY Gang, which definitely makes sense. They definitely want to keep some of those denser Rice picks in the kind of in this pool, because you don't want to. Because seeing how PROXY Gang, like I mentioned, really good on that dense Rice, makes sense that they are going for or protecting something like Edison. And we're gonna see a hybrid 1 protect from Ryan and the Wongs. So carry me away. Ryan and the Wongs probably gonna find that comfort around the hybrid side of things. So it might be another case where one team is picking the top half of the map pool, and then the other is picking the bottom half.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna get to the first ban here. It's gonna be Ryan and the Wongs opting to go for the first ban. And wouldn't be surprised if they want to get something maybe like Code Zero or the Hinako chart kind of off the board, or Rice 1. Just any of those maps that can definitely wear out or like wear out a player's stamina. Because like I mentioned many times, PROXY Gang specializes in density and physicality. So wouldn't be surprised if they take out one of the more physical-based Rice charts. And yeah, right on cue, they banned Rice 1.
Yep, so it seems that Cannon mapped by Guden is going to be banned for this round, which is the jump stream map of this pool, I believe. Yeah. And it seems that immediately, PROXY Gang's going to be banning LN2, which is Lost Desire, mapped by Air Imperial, I believe, so...
Yeah, we're going to see... that's our physical long note pick, so definitely makes sense that they're getting rid of that. Lost Desire, I believe being 150, I think, somewhere around that range, and being very physical and dense. And especially with PROXY Gang being a more Rice-focused team, they probably want to stay away from that. And speaking of PROXY Gang, it is now their first pick.
For sure. It seems that Ryan and the Wongs is a bit less confident in this match now, but I don't think. But it's like still a bit early to even decide like what's gonna be happening. So it seems that the first pick at this round is gonna be Hybrid 1, which is Carry Me Away.
Interesting to go for Carry Me Away, which is the opposing team's protect, going immediately for Ryan and the Wong to protect, but we probably don't know something that they do. So we're gonna see. Oh no! Don't tell me Bexy roll for their pick. They
Yeah,
did.
he did. They did.
They rolled for their pick. Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah. As we can see, the rather interesting mind games happening here and there. We can definitely. This is definitely going to be a bit of. This is definitely going to be a bloodshed of a match here in the finals. So yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the pinnacle, or kind of like the peak pinnacle of Dynascape's Intermediate Cup. I feel like this is where blood, sweat, and tears, everything just gets thrown into this pit that is the finals, especially with these two teams.
Yeah, for sure.
And as we wait for everybody to ready up, looks like we're going to see Kanichi and Ryan Wong stay in. Not gonna see any swap outs. Actually, I have not seen this map, but reckoning RP hybrids. Oh wait, okay, never mind. I do know this map. I just had to check who made it. RP,
I remember playing this like years ago when it first got loved and stuff. I swear I feel I swear I have like. I feel like I go on FC on it, but it's been a while. I don't really remember anymore, but yeah. I'm interested to see how both teams like doing this on this pick, to be honest. And it seems that immediately we're going to be going right for it. So yeah.
Yeah, I would reckon this is our. Oh yeah, go right ahead.
Oh no, you can carry on.
I would reckon this is the more LN based hybrid pick, which is kind of interesting to go for. So going for an LN-based hybrid right out of the get-go when your team is more focused on rice, but then again, Bexley did roll for this pick, and who knows, maybe we don't know something that Proxy Gang does know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
getting into the first core of the map, it seems that Ryan and Wong has picked up a bit of a short lead. To hit the long, they have hit the long jack, it seems. All teams have. PROXY Gang falling a bit behind in terms of accuracy. Their PFC Pro and Bexy's accuracy falling close towards the 98 barrier. We're already like almost halfway into the map. Kanichi holding potentially the best accuracy so far with a 99.65. But then he took a drop. But then, oh no, I think that was a client miss.
Oh, PFC Pro and Bexy. I mean, if the combos don't look like they're resetting, then those were actual genuine misses. And that looks to be a reset too, because they roughly missed around the same time. And both of their accuracies being in that low 99 range, Kanichi and Ryan Wong roughly 0.1% apart from each other. The only ones holding on to the FCs as of now, as there are no more FCs remaining on PROXY Gang. It's just PFC Pro and Bexy looking to try and gain that accuracy back up, but we only have about a quarter of the map and nearly 30,000 points of difference. Time is starting to run out for PROXY Gang to come back, and I think it's pretty safe to say that Ryan and the Wong did secure this first point and the first break point of this map.
Yep. With a lead of with nearly 40,000 points, a bit of a flex here to start off with.
Wait a second, is that Kanichi?
Nah.
No, never mind. Okay, yeah, it went through. It was just Bancho being funny.
Kanichi holding a 986k in score. Both players of Ryan and the Wongs having FC'd this. This is already looking to be quite tight for them, or at least like when it comes to. This is already looking to be rather advantages for them, like when it comes to these kinds of maps, especially the hybrids, considering how PROXY Gang sort of fell off here.
Yeah.
Also, the scores on both respective teams being relatively similar, however, so overall a valiant effort from both teams, especially Kanichi holding the highest score, Ryan Wong not falling too far behind. I believe, and I believe that it's going to be their pick next, so honestly, I feel like for this match, they're probably going to stick to maps that are more on the hybrid-oriented or LN sort of oriented sides. considering that they have found a weak spot for Proxy Gang, that sort of field.
Yeah.
However, they could also pick one of the Rice maps as well. And as I say that, they're gonna go right for Hybrid 2, which is none other than...
that is going to be XB10R. Or Xblore, I guess. Xblore? I think they were trying to spell Xblore. Yeah, something like that. All I know is that this is a more physical hybrid. One thing I did take note about from that last map is that PFC Pro actually beat Ryan Wong and Panda Cheese ratio by a pretty long shot too. It was nearly by 100-300 they actually out-ratioed. So if they can keep that good ratio up and just minimize that 200 count, I feel like a breakpoint or back-to-back breakpoints could be held here. But for now, thought we were going to see a switch out. She left the lobby for a bit, but came back in. Looks like we're probably most likely going to see the same roster as we saw last time. Panichi, Ryan Wong, for Ryan and the Wongs, and of course, Proxy Gang going to keep the same two, the legendary duo of PFC Pro and Bexy. As we're just waiting for everybody to get ready for the second map of this best of 11.
Yeah. Everyone having sent their good luck, have fun. It seems that we're gonna be going into Hybrid 2 right after Hybrid 1. So as we wait for the client to line up, there is a bit of some issue there. Already we are starting off with rather broken jump stream based patterns with before we evolve into some LNs. The client being a bit messy here, but that's not to say that both teams are doing pretty well now. So far, Proxy Gang has found a bit of an advantage on this so far. PFC Pro holding 99-60% accuracy, with Bexy falling not too far behind, only slightly in front of Panichi, and Ryan Wong, as we get into the first core of the map.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about with PFC Pro, and they're actually, and the ratio from last map, they're starting to improve on that 200 count. Same with Bexy. And like I mentioned, teamwork does make the dream work, especially in such crucial matches like this, in times like these. And Bex and PFC Pro are improving their accuracy, actually beating the accuracies of the likes of Panichi and Ryan Wong. But this lead is just by roughly 2,000 points, starting to shrink down to the triple digits and starting to flicker. Now as we're getting into the back half of the map, Bexy finding a couple 200s, PFC Pro dropping their accuracy down as well, but Proxy Gang holding on to the slightest of leads, slightly flicking over to Ryan and the Wongs, now starting to get closer.
This is looking really tight right now. Proxy Gang's lead from earlier is slowly declining, and they're just trying to squeeze every bit of it that they have left, as every team is essentially just fighting for survival, as we can see here. Seeing a few jacks here and there. PFC Pro taking a miss right there. It seems that the lead's gonna be swinging over to Ryan and the Wongs. They have a lead of 5,000, and there is not enough time. It seems that Ryan and the Wongs is gonna be taking the second point of this match.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
And you can see yet again PFC Pro out-ratioing the likings of Pandich and Ryan Wong. Would have taken the MVP if it sadly weren't for that break at the end. And I think Proxy Gang could have maybe taken that point, but I think it was still in the favor of Ryan and the Wongs. Ryan Wong taking the MVP, 980k, very good score overall, just by less than 5,000 points. And just like that, Ryan and the Wongs taking a solid 2-0 lead, capitalizing off of their break point. But it is Proxy Gang's next pick. They can go for. I'm thinking they're probably going to go to the rice pool here.
That was definitely a clutch right there. Oh my days.
Yeah, this is what we're expecting when the seedings are this close and the stakes are this high.
Yep. For sure.
And
oh yeah.
They do have Edison as their protect. I'm thinking they're probably going to keep Edison up there. My guesses are Code Zero. If they want to go for a very, very tricky like Rice map and not want to risk their protect, they can go easily for Code Zero or No Ceiling. Just the bottom half of the Rice pool overall is fair play for Proxy Gang.
As we can see here, Proxy Gang has yet to pick their warm-up map.
And we're gonna see Rice 6. So yeah, Code Zero will be getting the pick.
Yeah, okay. Our next pick of this match is going to be Code Zero, marked by none other than Shoegazer. So this is like one of the more sort of technical picks of the map. This is a more straightforward technical map with like some jacks and also 1-8 bursts here and there. So
yeah,
definitely I could definitely see like some tides to be turned here, especially with again being a bit more physical when it comes to Rice. So yeah.
Those jacks, yeah, like you mentioned, those jacks are nothing to scoff at. Especially how it transitions in and out of some broken jump stream sections that can last, like that last very short as well, like about like maybe like half a second or so, and immediately jumps back into jacks, and only being let like just under 2 minutes, being 1:43. You don't have much room to work with here. So you need to make sure this is starting to get to the point where every judgment matters. And here we go, underway with our third map, Rice 6, Code Zero. Proxy Gang already coming out with an early lead of 3,000, now 5,000 points. Ryan, Pandachi having a really rough start actually.
Yeah, for sure. I can definitely see why Proxy Gang would have probably had an advantage with the Rice picks, especially with the amount of bursts that there is in this. Both players on the side of Ryan and the Wongs having a bit of a rough start on it, especially Panachi having dropped down to 98% accuracy. PROXY holding the best accuracy so far with 99.5%, just about, while PFC Pro is like falling a bit behind, but they're slowly climbing up. Ryan Wong not falling not too far behind compared to PROXY, so this lead already looking really dangerous for the side of Ryan and the Wongs for Proxy Gang to be able to take their first point in the match. There is only like just about half of the map left.
Yeah.
The lead being about 30,000 points. Sorry.
There's a break from PFC Pro, but that will only matter, especially with Ryan and the Wongs getting a full like a whole combo reset early on in the map, and there's a break from Panachi, and PROXY now the only one holding on to the XC with a 98.9, 25,000 points of difference here, and that lead is only just going to increase as Panachi misses again. The map coming to a close now. It looks like Proxy Gang will be taking their first point of the match and will be making things 2-1.
Yeah, for sure. This also I could definitely see why Rice maps, especially the more technical picks, could have been in the advantage of Proxy Gang over here. PROXY holding the best score of this match, of this round so far, of this map, of this pick, with a 967k. And as well as PFC Pro holding the best ratio, an insane 258 perfect sort of score, that albeit the bad judgments got into the way. However, had it not been for them, this definitely would have been an insanely scary score for the standards of this tournament.
Yeah, for sure. It is now at Ryan and the Wong's pick, looking to probably make things 3-1. I'm thinking they're probably going to stay down in that bottom half of the map pool. Maybe something like crack tracks if they want to continue with that trend of picking fast BPM or like just fast paced long note charts, they can definitely go for something like maybe crack tracks or LN4. But my money's on crack tracks. I think they're probably gonna end up going for that. And yeah, they're going for crack tracks. I
Damn,
mean,
I
it
swear you're
definitely,
so good at these.
it definitely makes sense that they're going for this after taking the point off of Explore and Carry Me Away. Just overall going for those fast-paced long note picks are definitely Ryan and the Wong's bread and butter. Trying to capitalize off of, or just trying to capitalize off of their top skill. And this map definitely doesn't disappoint when it's fast-paced. 220 BPM. With lots of shields and lots of bursty LN sections that can definitely slip players up. The only worry I'm thinking of is, like I mentioned, PFC Pro has shown their capability of long builds. Like, they have out-ratioed the likings of Panashi and Ryan Wong a few times, actually out-ratioed them, and actually beat their 200 count at some point, and have overall scored better than them. It's just that Bexy needs to step up when it comes to stuff like this, if Proxy Gang wants to take a break point off of this. And I feel like it's 100% doable. But only time will tell, and here we go, underway with Crack Tracks.
Yep. As we wait for the match to begin, everyone having hit the first few notes like relatively differently. It seems that the scores are already flickering. PFC Pro taking a drop, like, very early into the map, as it's now an early lead for the likes of Ryan and the Wongs. And an early 10,000 point lead. This is already looking to be rather dangerous for Proxy Gang, especially with the misses, with the drops and shots that PFC Pro has taken. Now bringing their lead to 3,000 points. And it's only like into the first quarter of the map, so definitely really dangerous for the likes of Proxy Gang, as well as, well, Ryan and Wong's advantage. Panachi taking the highest accuracy so far with a lead of 99.46%.
Yeah, heading into... Oh yeah, go right ahead.
Oh yeah. Already it seems that Panachi's taking the spotlight here with by a landslide. However, that's not to say that everyone else isn't putting as much effort. Ryan Wong putting some effort into their accuracy, despite the abrasiveness of this wildcard LN map. Everyone else's scores being lower than 99. However, Bexy is slowly climbing their accuracy back to 99. However, there is not much of the map left, so unfortunately, I feel as if fate has already been decided, unless a massive meltdown on the side of Ryan the Wongs happened. So yeah.
This is exactly what Ryan and the Wongs were looking for. They have definitely done their homework and studied Proxy Gang, and overall, this is a very good point for the side of Ryan and the Wongs, making things 3-1 off of Crack Tracks. I believe both players FCing as well. Really good scores. Panachi with the 99.3, only 19 200s, and a really good score. Ryan Wong actually out-ratioing PFC Pro and getting that FC as well. And really good scores off the side of Bexy and PFC Pro. And that's only a difference of 462 points from Bexy and Ryan Wong. That is actually really close.
Yeah, it is. So yeah. And it seems that immediately Proxy Gang's gonna be picking Rice 4, which I believe is whatever that title is. Tyrant No Soul by Crazy Hinako. China Crazy Hinako 1804? I don't know what this brand is or this group is, but I believe that's what it is.
I believe. Are we talking about CRZ?
CRZ, yeah.
I believe it's a Chinese mania group.
Yeah, it is. I believe it's
been around for a while. Yeah, I think it stands for Crazy. I'm unsure, but I know a lot of people that are in that group. But
and it seems that apparently Rice Floor was not the intended pick for Proxy Gang called into Bexy, as we can see here, as they were supposed to pick Rice 5 instead.
which is no stealing.
Yeah.
Is it too late? For
Yeah. However, I do believe it's like a bit too late, as now the pick has been locked in. So therefore, I believe it's time for both teams to get ready to rumble yet again with another Rice pick. A rather technical one at that.
Yeah, this map is very technical, and just being slightly over 2 minutes, you have lots more room for mistakes in this one than what we had with Code Zero. But still, definitely look out for some things on this map. 151 BPM, definitely could throw off some of these players at a pretty fast tempo. But here we go, and Proxy Gang starting out with an early lead from PFC Pro, 99.8, while Bexy is falling behind just a bit, 99.5. Same with Panda Chi. It's basically Ryan Wong versus PFC Pro, Bexy versus Panda Chi. As lots of these like bursty kind of like roll trilly sections fill up this map, accompanied with those mini jacks. As everyone reaches that 400 combo cap, it's mainly PFC Pro holding up very well, and Bexy finding a miss. But I think PFC Pro's accuracy is mainly taking the coverage for that. But that was a pretty big hit for Proxy Gang. But it's not as severe, just roughly 1,000 points of difference now.
Yeah, for sure. As we make it halfway through the map already, it seems that PFC Pro taking yet another drop here. There is like a rubber speed sort of oriented part with dump patterning and so on. Getting through a few trolls here and there, Ryan Wong's going through them like without much of an issue.
Yeah,
both Proxy Gang struggling a bit with these patterns and so on. The lead is only getting like rather bigger and bigger for Ryan Wongs and so on. So this is already looking to be really dangerous for Proxy Gang, and I can definitely tell why it was not their intended pick.
Yeah, PFC Pro finding a pretty nasty drop on those trills, and then resetting combo with Bexy as well. 40,000 points of difference now. And it's pretty much set in stone unless something very monumental happens on the side of Ryan and the Wongs. It's more or less the question, will they FC at this point? As the map is slowly coming to a conclusion, PFC Pro finding a couple more misses. Sadly, since this wasn't Proxy Gang's intended pick, kind of just gave up this point on the side of Ryan and the Wongs, just by a slight mishap, unfortunately. But that will be a break point for Ryan and the Wongs. 978 for Ryan Wong. Definitely very good performance. And PFC Pro with a really good ratio. 352 300s. The best ratio in this lobby. And it's now 4-1, Ryan and the Wongs. Taking another break point.
Yeah, for sure. With this map being out of the way, it was a rather dense pick for Proxy Gang, and I can definitely and I believe that they probably would have surfaced a bit better had they chosen another Rice pick that was more in their sort of like field. However, I guess it's a bit late for that for now, as we're going to be going on to Ryan Wong's next pick of the pool. So I feel like, considering that this is like really close to their win so far, they could potentially pick another LN or hybrid map, or the lost hybrid map remaining. Or they could like potentially make the gambling choose a Rice map that they could potentially have an advantage on. So maybe something as abrasive as Son of Robot, which is Rice 3. And it seems that they're picking Rice 5, which was supposed to be Proxy Gang's pick. So that's going to be no stealing by Mifa.
Yeah, they're gonna go for no ceiling by Mifa. I saw this map earlier. This map is very, very tricky to pull off. I would say at least lots of tricky bursty sections. Lots of just mainly lots of bursts and technical sections to look out for, especially at despite its low tempo of 110 BPM. There's lots of sections that can be easily choked on, and especially with how physically capable all of these players are, it's mainly going to come down to the likings of who has the lesser 200 count, or even maybe ratio. And this is very monumental for both sides actually. Proxy Gang looking to take a break point and looking to stay alive, while Ryan and the Wongs is looking to take this as a match point and hoping to take a break point to win the match.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is a very interesting pick to go for. I didn't expect them to go for a Rice.
Yeah, I believe this is the first Rice map that was chosen by Ryan and Wong so far into this match. So yeah, with this being their pick, I kind of imagine it being in their advantage, considering that this is one of the technical picks. Especially with how Ryan Wong sort of like reacted to choosing this, as I believe that he was a bit ecstatic about it. So yeah. Getting into the intro, there is like rather simple patterning with like some tight graces here and there. Although it's very light compared to what is to come of it. So, yeah.
Yeah, as we are getting started with this map, less than 2 minutes, or just a little short than 2 minutes to of map to kind of go through. You're definitely gonna have to be careful on some of these patterns, and here come the bursts, very technical sections, very rolly and shrilly, and it looks like everyone is holding up very well. Ryan Wong with the highest accuracy in the lobby right now. Everyone doing very well, and it looks like Proxy Gang has the lead for now. Then again, PFC Pro doing a monumental performance, 99.66, and there's a miss from Ryan Wong halfway through the map. Not looking very good for the side of Ryan and the Wongs. Proxy Gang going to take that Rice physicality to their advantage, as we are getting into only a third of the map left to go here. And as long as Proxy Gang can keep up this combo, I mean, it's pretty much in their favor. It's just that accuracy is not benefiting them, as Ryan Wong, despite that miss, they are pretty much almost close up to PFC Pro, and that lead is starting to actually decrease. It's just depending on if they can keep that accuracy and combo up going. Hanachi still holding on to the FC as well. Only a bit of the map left to go. PFC Pro finding some drops in with backseat. That lead is starting to shrink. PFC Pro misses. Oh my god! To the other side of Brian. Wait, hold on a second. Bexy.
Wait,
I
Bex.
think even if hold on.
No,
it's
my
still
god.
Ryan Wong. What a change of
Oh
events.
my god.
PFC
That was
Pro.
dirty.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh man, it was. Oh, they would have had it. It was sadly PFC Pro getting that unfortunate miss at the very end, and Ryan and the Wongs now at match point. But it is Proxy Gang's pick, and I see no other choice but to go for their protect, which is Edison.
Yeah, sure. With this pick coming from Proxy Gang, potentially, I do believe with this pick, like, potentially being the last pick of this whole round, as it seems that Ryan and Wongs have already managed to reach match point. I don't know if there is, like, many options left now, so I believe that with the rest of the picks being more abrasive, when it comes from the Ellen maps remaining to Unravel, there isn't really like much maps left in the Rice field for them to choose apart from Pogo, Dance One of Robot, and Sir Edison. So I believe that as of now, they really need to make a really careful choice to be able to like try and pick something that they could like win on, because we have seen earlier with how scary of a team Brian Wongs appears to be when it comes to being rather rounded, especially that they can play like pretty much any of the maps in this pool. So they definitely really need to be careful and pick something. And it seems that they're going to be picking Edison, which is the core jack pick. And I don't think Ryan Wong is as confident with it. So
going for Edison. Like I mentioned, this was their protected. I think like this is the perfect opportunity to go for it. This is, I believe, the Jack map, if I'm correct. This was the one that was used in Mania World Cup 2023 quarterfinals, I think, at a higher rate. I think 1.1 might have been the rate.
Yeah, this was used in quarterfinals of Mania World Cup last year.
Yeah, and this is 133 BPM core jack. And oh boy. I mean, seeing how Proxy Gang did go for this is one I'm pretty sure the densest map in the pool. Like it is mapped to the vocals of Evoke, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows how Edison goes. So it's most definitely gonna come down to how well your Jack stamina holds up, especially at that final part of the beat map where it kind of just goes all in. And seeing how this is a Jack map, it's probably going to be more focused on that ratio, that sweet ratio.
Yeah, for sure. We're currently just waiting for both teams to ready up. So, however, I do feel like potentially this pick could go in various directions, as we can see here. So, yeah.
And looks like everyone is ready up to go, and we're actually going to see a swap. We're going to see Molten Lead swap in with Ryan Wong. So Molten Lead going to jump in for this pick, and Ryan and the Wongs looking to close the door on Proxy Gang and move on to their conditional match, while Proxy Gang is looking to stay alive for one more pick. And here we go, underway with Edison. I mean, they're going to have to pull off the reverse sweep if they want to move on to their conditional match and stay alive in this tournament.
Yep.
And here we go. First part of the Jackson. Bexy already finding a drop, not looking good. But it was very early on in the map, and it looks like they're already healing up from that miss. And progressing further. Oh, and there's a good from Bexy, a 100. So far, Bexy finding another drop. This is not looking comfortable at all for Bexy.
Yeah. Already this is looking rather dangerous on the side of Proxy Gang, as well as, surprisingly, the advantage pick for Ryan the Wongs, as it seems that they have switched out Ryan Wong for Molten Lead. I believe this is like the first map they're ever playing in this round. Especially. So, Molten Lead trading a miss with Bexy. The lead is still at still towards like 20,000 points.
And there's a miss with PFC Pro and Bexy.
Oh my god. This is already looking really dangerous for the side of Proxy Gang. So I could definitely tell why. I mean, this was their pick. So, like, this is already looking to be a bit. I'm not sure. Scary?
Yeah, and that first half was basically just the calm before the storm, because I'm pretty sure this next part, it goes on for quite a while. And having that knowledge of Bexy struggling on that first section, hopefully maybe they're starting to warm up now. Hopefully that stamina is starting to regenerate from this break. And hopefully they have a better second half. There is still possibilities.
It's a little bit of predicament, and little critical to Gorilla, the bit is considered sentimental or metal, be invisible to minutes, critical to the consequences of present world, consider permanent deficiency, being a deficiency when you live in a situation where people in your nation assume it's your laziness, perfectly correlating with money, you're making it poorly.
And Panichi missing, but it looks like he's not doing much as Bexy is starting to find more and more misses. on this more dense for Cortex section, and now PFC Pro is fighting misses.
Oh my god.
Basically, everyone from Proxy Gang, that stamina is really getting the best of them. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan and the Wongs will be taking this point, and we'll be taking a break point at the match point, and we'll be moving on to their conditional match in the losers finals. That was an incredible run from Proxy Gang, but sadly Armageddon is upon them, and it looks to be the end.
Yep, for sure. Ryan the Wongs, righting the wrongs of last week. It seems that they're going to be advancing to the conditional match of this finals pool, which is going to be against potentially either... There's only really like 2 teams that potentially they could like face up against. So it's between Cat Yum, Dog Yum, Rabbit Yum, or Timor Leste, in which their match is going to be relatively soon. Like I do believe it's in a few hours from now.
Yeah, that will be at 23 UTC tonight, and I don't think I'll be around for that one. But I'm pretty sure we'll be having 2 different commentators for that one. But for now, congratulations to Ryan and the Wongs for winning their first out of 2 matches. And they will be moving on to their conditional. They're just going to have to wait to see who will be winning against Cat Yum, Dog Yum, Rabbit Yum, and Timor Leste. And unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to Proxy Gang, making a really good effort, getting knocked into the losers bracket all the way in round of 16, making it all the way to losers finals. A very good effort from Proxy Gang. And are we seeing a tiebreaker showcase? I don't know if we're gonna be streaming the tiebreaker showcase, but I mean, if the hosts are down for it, we can get a tiebreaker showcase.
Yeah, potentially. This was an interesting match to see, honestly. Like, with all the, how tight it was, like, throughout, on various picks especially, I do believe it could have gone to, like, either team, especially Proxy Gang, if PFC Pro locked in, and Bexy as well, for a lot of the maps especially. However, in a tournament, they still have done, like, really, really exceptionally well throughout the tournament, having gone down in round of 16, making it all the way to making it all the way to finals Saturday. It's like, really, it's not something that can be undermined, really. It's just insane.
Yeah, but sadly, we're gonna have to say goodbye to the legendary Proxy Gang, as they will be eliminated from this tournament, getting a solid, I believe that is 5th or 6th, something along the lines. I'm pretty sure 6th place. And Ryan and the Wongs will be securing that top 4 placement, and it's all just gonna be whether they'll be versing Cat Yum or Timor Leste. We'll be back at 23 UTC for that match. For now, my name is Aaron Sunny, commentating with Epic Man 2, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks for putting on such an insane match, and we hope to see you soon for the next one. We hope it'll be as insane as well. Anyway, see ya.
Goodbye.